Come on, Kenzie, go in the house.
Where's your swim clothes?
They're already in the washing machine. So we're on the move a bit earlier today because today is beach day and this is day 12 of our 20-day excursion across America. Right now we're in South Carolina. We started out in Washington, D.C. My name is Mac, and if you're just jumping in, hi. If you've been with us all along, I appreciate you for hanging out. Beach day, I'm tired, guys, but the kids have been waiting on this day all week, so Blair and I have to muster up energy and push through. And we don't have a choice. There's a lot packed in today. Blair's family wants to see her, so we have to spend family time, but we have to get the kids to the beach. Those two things are starting to compete with each other. Beach day first.
So we've been staying on Port Royal Island. That's the main island where Beaufort is. And now we're gonna go to Hunting Island, which is where one of the beaches is that I like going to. So to get to Hunting Island, you have to go from Beaufort to Ladies Island and then Hunting Island.
Wasn't expecting it to look so tropical here. I think I've been here before, but I just don't remember it. And I absolutely don't remember all the pine trees. It's a really good looking vibe out here. It's a state park and there's a few people out here. It's quiet, palm trees, palmetto, pine. It's just a really great atmosphere. I think we should have a great time out here today. I bought a tent, which I've never put together before. It's kind of a tent type canopy. Let's go build that. It's a nice beach. There's a few people out here, but I was able to find us a nice spot. It's a little ways away from where we parked the car, but it does allow us a little bit of separation from everyone so the kids can just kind of play. And it's a little bit of a shallow spot right here as well, so we can get them down into the waves without getting them too deep or too far out into the water. But I think they're going to have fun. As I mentioned, it's a pretty long walk, but it's okay. It's a manageable walk. Now I got this beautiful tent. We had to figure out how to get this thing put together. I've never done this before. I put tents together. It's like a canopy thing, kind of like what I see other people have. I wish I could have just got a big umbrella fan, but I couldn't find any of those umbrellas. So, tent it is. What's next? And then into, hold that tray, I didn't ask you to pick that up. Brayden, hold it. Okay, hold on then. Let me see what I'm saying. But our tent now only provides a little bit of shade. We got the tent up and it's nice. The kids are down in the water, but when we get ready to get out of the water, we have a nice little shaded area to come back to. We're gonna hang out here for a while, guys. We're gonna be in probably 2 or 3 hours at least. I know not to stay too long. Kids will stay longer than their bodies can actually do, so they'll get too tired. I'm not gonna stay long enough to get the babies too tired, but we're gonna hang out here for quite a while. We have to. We took time to put this tent up. We have to get a bit of use out of that. We're probably not going to do a lot of swimming today. Most of my kids can swim, but there have been 2 shark attacks this week, so we'll probably stay more in the shadows instead of getting out into the deeper water. Now you see why it's hard to swim in the ocean. Here comes a big one. Don't go out any further. That's it. Here comes a good one. Here's a big one. It's a really nice day to be out on the beach. The wind is a little high, but that actually is helping keeping it cool because the sun is kind of hot. But the wind is actually picking up a little bit. But it's still very pleasant out here. The sun is up. It's about midday. We've been out here a couple of hours. Unfortunately, we will have to cut this short because the babies are going to get tired, and they're not going to. I know that they're tired, right? You take 2-year-olds to the beach, and even the older kids, they don't understand how much energy they're expending. So, as a parent, me and Blair, we had to think about it. We just had a conversation. We said, okay, we're having fun, we're having a good time, but we also have to make sure that we don't kind of let the kids go too far. And no, we're not trying to restrict the kids from having fun. We want them to have fun. We've been out here for hours. We're going to be out here for maybe another couple hours. But at the same time, our kids are not used to that level of physical activity. I want to make sure that we are measured and make sure we don't let them kind of overextend themselves too much. They're going to sleep really well tonight. And this is a part of the trip that they're really going to remember. Some of the things that we've done, going to see the big trees and going to see old ruins of old churches and tombstones and that type of stuff, that doesn't matter to the kids. Like, that doesn't resonate with them. They haven't felt like that is a part of their vacation. Maybe that's more the part of mine and Blair's vacation. Walking down the street and looking at painted buildings, that doesn't appeal to children either. So this is the day that's really dedicated to the kids, to them having a good time, to them just being out and having a kid experience. We have a few more days planned like this over the course of the trip. My brother and I, we want to have a couple of things planned. I don't want to talk about it too much, but we have some things planned. We may do some other things like this, but throughout this time, I want to make sure that we cut enough time in for the kids. I wanted to take them to a theme park, but we just kind of didn't have the time to do that. There's a lot of things that you want to do, and you try to balance kid activity with adult activity, kid time with adult time, because I think you have to try to keep that balance going. We also have kids at a broad range from 2 years old all the way up to about 13, and so we have to kind of be thoughtful on that as well. The go-karts worked before, but that would not have worked for the twins. You can go check out that video where we did the go-kart, but the twins weren't with us that day. That's that broad range I was talking about. The ones on the lower end didn't get the opportunity to participate in that. So I'm going to hang out here for a little while longer. I'm the one who's keeping a watch on the clock, on time, just to make sure, again, that we don't stay out too long and overextend ourselves. And also, we want to go off and do a couple other things today, and we have to pack because tomorrow is going to be one of our longest travel days. It's going to be another 12 plus hours. It is over 600, right at 700 miles from where we are to where we need to go in Arkansas. We're not going to try to cover that whole distance in one day. We're going to stop off in Mississippi, but it's only just a quick night layover, and then we're on the road again. So tomorrow is going to be a really, really long day, a lot of driving, a lot of on the highway. This is how we plan this trip, so we already anticipate it. But, the day before we travel, I find that I start feeling personally a little more, there's a little more trepidation in me, because I recognize, okay, this is another big day, big travel day. Everything has to be packed up. All the clothes have to be washed. Everyone has to get in the car. We need to get out of the house on the right time frame. I'm not ranting. I'm just saying these are the things that are all in my head that I have to make sure that we keep time of. And of course, we want to cut time for Blair to spend more time with her family this afternoon. We're going to make it work. It's going to work.
What? You made a castle. Good job. You made a castle?
Turn to 80-acre undeveloped area up close with you.
So when I was a kid in my hometown, there was a grocery store called Piggly Wiggly, and I thought that it had gone out of business. And I remember when I was young thinking that was the coolest and funniest name of any store, Piggly Wiggly. And then I get over here to Beaufort and I see that no, Piggly Wiggly is still around. It's still a grocery store, and it has existed for many years, and it has the craziest, hokiest name, Piggly Wiggly. I don't know. Blair, what do you think?
It's funny. It's always been a funny name to me. I liked it for a grocery store just because it was named Piggly Wiggly. Yeah, it's just a lot of nostalgia, a lot of fun times.
Piggly Wiggly.
There's nothing special about the grocery store. There's nothing like inside that's different than any other grocery store. You wouldn't know the difference between a Piggly Wiggly, a Bilo. No difference. There's one more place that I want Mac to try in Buford. It's called Alvin Ord's Sandwich Shop. I used to go here as a little girl, or only on occasions when my grandmother didn't cook or something like that, and we would get sandwiches for lunch. They have this sandwich called the Salvation. It's really good, ton of meat, ton of different cheeses on it, and yeah, I just want to see, does it taste the same? Has it changed? Any of that? The shop is known for its freshly baked breads and all the different sandwiches, and I just used to love going there. I hope he loves it too.
Buford has so many cool little shops, and I'm excited to try Alvin Ord's. I'm not a big sandwich guy, but we tried Jersey Mike's earlier on this trip. But now let's go out and check out Alvin Ord's. So I'm going to the Turkey Club. It comes with a generous helping of turkey, bacon, 3 choices of meat, lettuce, tomato, onions, and mayo. That sounds like a hefty salad. Blair and I have a lot of travel hacks, and one of the ones that we use the most is shipping. So we come to the United States, we buy way more stuff than can fit in our luggage, and we also don't want to go back on a plane with luggage that is overweight. So we actually pack up a lot of our things and ship them back to the UK. We found that's cheaper than paying overweight fees, and also it frees up room in the vehicle and in our luggage, because everything right now is overstuffed. So a couple boxes, we're going to mail these back to the UK, and they'll be sitting there when we get back. Tomorrow we're heading to Arkansas, and I was on the phone with some of my family members earlier this week, and we were talking about the moss here in South Carolina, and they were asking about it. And I said, you know what, we'll just pick some and bring some to you. I doubt South Carolina will miss any of this moss. So we're going to pack up some moss and take it to Arkansas. Yeah, just ball it up, put it in there. No, don't get the dark, dirty, old stuff. Get the light, the new stuff. No, don't want that. Those are old pieces. Like this right here. See, it's kind of a little bit of a green color. Sure.
So all the stuff down here is so good.
Right there. That's a good batch. Yeah, Mimi and Junior and Gavin, they were all asking for it. You want to go back and get some of that? Go ahead. They were asking about it, and I said, we'll just bring you some moss. It can't live and survive in the area where we're going. It's too dry there, and we're not going to let it get exposed to outside. We're just going to take a bag, keep it all indoors, and let them see it, let them touch it, feel it, so they can kind of have a bit of a shared experience with us. So this has been a nice house. We've enjoyed staying here. It's been a decent place. It's a quiet neighborhood, and the house has been big enough and had the proper accommodations to support all of us. We're on the back half of the day, and we're getting packed. The kids are starting packing up. I told them, bring all your dirty clothes down. We're washing. We're starting to get things back in the luggage. And of course, this is also where we realize what is lost. Blakely has lost. I should have bought her Tamagotchi. It's this little thing that, it's a little game, and there's a little creature on it. You try to keep it alive. It's electronic. And I bought her one. She's lost it. I hope she finds it, because I know where to buy it in the UK. I have no idea where to buy one in the US. So she'd have to wait till we get back home to get it. But we're going to turn this house upside down, looking for it. The twins do take things and drop them down, put them in places. So hopefully the twins didn't get hold of it. They do like to follow behind Blakely and mess with what she messes with. That's why Kenzie, I think, draws on walls so much, because she sees Blakely drawing so much. But the boys and Blakely, they're looking for it right now. I can only give them so much time to look for it, and then I'm going to have to say, okay, well, if we can't find it, you have to get back to packing, because we have to get packed up. We're heading out pretty early in the morning. Hopefully I get a chance here to go out and do a bit of looking around, because I'm not quite done with Buford yet. Hold up, Trey. I don't know what that was. Hey, Kai, baby.
It's our last night here in Beaufort, and I thought it would be a great way to end a night with something sweet, so we're going for ice cream at Kilwin's.
Too much, but we'll eat it over the next few days. As I finish up my time here in the Low Country, Beaufort, Port Royal, Charleston, this entire area, I wanted to come back to the place that grabbed my attention and grabbed my spirit the most, and that's the Cypress Wetlands. This place is absolutely magnificent. I thought it'd be the perfect place for me to go to as I think about capstoning this part of this experience, this part of our family vacation. And so as I think about this area the most, that's what comes to mind. And what do you say is that? Well, that is a hidden treasure, hidden gems, hidden history. And not that it's hidden, but people who don't live down here don't really know about it. I was impressed to find out there's so much African-American Black history in this area. Of course, I knew about the Gullah culture. I knew about that. But I didn't know about all the wildlife, biology, the magnificent trees. There's just so much here tucked away in this corner of the world. I wish I had more time down here. We've given it as much time as we have for this trip. If I would have known, I would have given it a bit more time. I would have loved to be able to get out and do a little fishing. I mentioned that before. But this has been wonderful. Blair grew up down here. This is a place that is near and dear to her heart, and it's growing near and dear to my own. For me, it's the natural beauty. It's the Cypress Wetlands. It's the angel tree. It's even the tea, right? The Charleston Tea Farm. That was the tea garden. That was a magnificent tour to find out that they're actually growing tea right here in South Carolina. And that's what I mean by hidden. It's here, and if you know about it, you know about it, and if you don't, you don't. The locals are friendly. I've had so many people speak to me, talk to me, walk up and have conversations with me, and with no expectation besides the fact that we have a great conversation. We exchange knowledge. Hey, there's an alligator. Hey, did you know about this? No, I didn't. Did you know about that? And that's been a wonderful experience. The people are friendly. The area is open. It's inviting. It's a little pricey if you want to get on the water. Charleston is really pricey. Beaufort is a bit less expensive. I figure if you get farther away from the water, or if you head out to some more areas that's not as well populated, you maybe could get some things that are, more price, more adjusted, that you could probably afford. It's more reasonable. But if you have the money, then of course you could buy the more pricier places. I personally can't afford the pricier places. So we'll continue to look, and we'll just admire from afar. For the peace and the quietness, this area makes me think of Wales. It makes me think of Ireland. It makes me think of those places. But for the biodiversity, I can only think of Singapore and Namibia. I guess potentially South Africa as well. Those areas have a lot of also just magnificent, unique, special biodiversity. There's a lot of places that have a lot of biodiversity, but there's a lot of diverse things going on as far as, biology. But this place right here, the trees, the birds, the alligators, it is so cultural, and it's so unique, and it's so quintessentially Southern American as well. I love the American Southern charm here, and it is charming. But I just wanted to give one last look at Cypress Wetlands. I went down and took a look at the boardwalk. That's a magnificent boardwalk. I couldn't talk down there because the winds were so high, but it's a beautiful boardwalk that they put in down at the bottom of Port Royal. That was magnificent. But we're packing up. We're leaving. We're heading out in the morning, and we're on to the next leg of this adventure. And I'm excited for that as well. That's where we're going to go see my family. Head over to Mississippi first, stop off for a day because the drive is too long to make in one day. So tomorrow is going to be a travel day, and it's going to be a long travel day. I'm excited for it. I got a bit of rest earlier today. I'm going to try to get in bed early tonight because we have a long drive ahead of us. If you hung with us through the videos up to this point, I really appreciate it. We're over the halfway point now. I've kind of gotten a routine going on here with these videos. I know pretty much how much I need to film each day to produce the videos, and I'm trying to make sure that I capture something that is really interesting on every day. It's a bit of a challenge to get it all done and get it published. It's a pleasant challenge. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot more about video production, trying to make sure I get that right. And I'm also appreciating the comments from all of you who are watching it, who give me that motivation to tell me to keep going. It is challenging though, and sometimes the internet doesn't work out right. And, you know, I get frustrated because I had to re-upload a video. Those things happen. Those are some of the challenges of life. Life will always throw little challenges your way. But you know what? I can take it. We're going to keep going. I'm excited for the next leg of the trip. Charleston has been exciting. The Low Country has been phenomenal. Beaufort is a blessing. I'll see you tomorrow.